EB-5, you probably have never heard of it. What it is, in fact, is the government's program that allows immigrants into the U.S. if they agree to invest at least $500,000 in the U.S., and most of that money turns out going into real estate projects. In fact, there are hundreds of projects actually counting on that money. But the problem is the government issues only 10,000 of these EB-5 visas every year, and that is causing some havoc in construction schedules and elsewhere. Let's talk to Bob Knakal. He is one of the guys who runs New York's largest real estate brokerages, Massey Knakal Realty Services. Bob, give us first the scope of the problem.
Bill, the scope of the problem is fairly large because the interest in the EB-5 program has been dramatically increasing over the years. In fact, it's doubled every year since 2009, and we're simply running out of visas on an annual basis.
How many projects are on hold because of the fact we've hit the cap?
I don't have an exact number, but I would imagine it's significant because if you look at the 10,000 visas, that translates to about $5 to $7 billion of foreign capital coming into the market in any one year. And just here in New York, for instance, there's probably $30 billion a year invested into the local market. So if you look at the national scope, it's very, very significant, and we could use a tremendous amount of foreign capital coming in, certainly more than the program is producing now.
Bob, why can't these projects go after other forms of financing?
Oh, they can, and they have been, and that other forms of financing have been readily available. But the EB-5 program financing is relatively attractive because of the low-cost nature of it, and so a number of developers are trying to tap into that pipeline.
You say China is abusing the program. How?
Well, I don't know if China's abusing the program. I would say more that they have been predominantly responsible for most of the financing. In fact, about 85% of the EB-5 financing this year has come from China. And it just seems that they are more up to speed on the mechanics of the program and how to access it, much more so than other countries. In the investment sales arena generally, the two most prolific investors from outside the U.S. have been our major trading partners, Canada and Mexico. But China has really beefed up their interest in the program and is starting to deploy much more capital into the marketplace than they have in the past.
Well, Bob Knakal, thanks very much. I know the government is listening, and let's hope it makes some adjustments to get the bottleneck out of the pipeline. Thanks so much.
You got it, Bill.